so.
So we had a whole plan of what we were going to talk about today during the show, and then it changed in the makeup room because DeDe came in and reminded us that Lady Jade from your radio show is getting married this weekend.
She's getting married, yes. And, you know, she was a little nervous this morning, right? And so we've been having a lot of people give marriage advice. And so some of the ladies from the office, we all went out. Boy, it was just really interesting because one of the biggest things a lot of ladies are talking about, let's just be real, we're going to pull it out there, sex. We're going to just bring it all the way
in a marriage.
And
they go together.
They go together. But
or they don't.
Yeah,
or they don't.
That was the thing. And she was saying, you know, a lot of ladies are saying, well, what happens if your husband wants to have sex and you don't? And how do you get yourself in the mood? And one of the ladies I work with, she says this. She said, you know what, ladies? You know, you go into the shower, you go into the bathroom, take a nice shower, you know, put nice lotion, smell good lotion on and some lingerie, and go light a candle when you go in the room, and it'll get you in the mood. Because that really is what happens in marriage. I've been married 4 years, and there are times when I am so not ready to have sex.
It's been a long day. The house is a mess.
Say, a shower and a candle doesn't make him shut up. It doesn't make him stop being a jerk. You know? How do you fix that?
I know.
I'm just saying, because here's my advice, and I've been married 3 times, so obviously I know.
I love it.
2 times, sorry, almost 3 times. So obviously I know what I'm talking about. But I think that when the communication is not happening and when there's not respect for one another in the way that you do eat your own life, you know what I mean? Like when you lose that, that's when the breakdown of communication happens. That's when there are problems in the bedroom.
Right.
That's when there are arguments over money. That's when all of it sort of falls away.
And men are so great at compartmentalizing. Like, we could have a blowout argument about something, but you're still ready to get it on. And like,
I don't get that.
4 or 5 days later, I'm still mad.
See, no, I understand that. I do understand, because women were so much more mental, and men are physical. So mentally, we haven't let go of that fight. You know what I mean? That we just had with the guy. Because we're still thinking about it. You know, I had a lady on the show one day, and she's from Anthem Strong Families here in Dallas, and they're having a big marriage retreat coming up in, I think, October 16th and 17th. But one of the things she said, women respond to love, and men respond to respect. And she said, if you respect your man, then he will love you even better.
And we talked about we talked about the love languages and really appreciating what your love language is. Mine is service. If I ask Ryan to take out the trash and he mops the floor, I'm mad because he didn't do what I asked him to do, and it's just as simple as that. It literally is as simple as that.
Wait.
You said yours is gifts.
Yeah, you know what? I love jewelry. So if my husband, my love language is buy me some jewelry.
You bring home jewelry, there's probably going to be some lingerie.
Exactly. It's going to be a good night.
And your love language?
Well, I do think, though, that love is synonymous with respect. And what's interesting about that book, The 5 Love Languages, is the one thing they say in it that that resonated with me is they say, like, the first 2 years of a relationship isn't really, you think you're in love, but it's not really love. It's like right when you hit that point where you feel like you're kind of bored,
the
like,
butterflies
is this all
go
there
away.
is to it? That's when you really start to fall in love, and that's when you know, and the rest of it is just lust. And that makes a lot of sense to me, because I do think it takes a while to get to that point where you respect and trust each other enough. You know, you talked about feeling safe.
Yes.
Right. That's a big one for me. Like, I like to feel heard, I like to feel safe, I like to feel respected. And when I don't feel that way, well, then I don't want to give whatever his love language is, you know, or I don't want to get busy in the bedroom.
So do you know, give each other space in a relationship. Just, space is not a bad thing in a relationship. You have to make sure you're happy and taken care of, and that's how you take care of your spouse. It is cyclical. Okay?